Hey guys, welcome to the channel here. In today's video, I got gameplay of the map Crossroads on Assault. It's combines arms assault. The game mode is pretty lit. We're going to be talking about the game modes, we're going to be talking about some maps, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy the video. I managed to drop a chopper gunner on this map too, so yeah, let's get to it. So in this gameplay, I'm going to be using the KRIG and the AK-47. The AK-47 is a really good gun. It claps. Like, it hits hard. Like, the shots on this gun are, like, pretty devastating. I think the KRIG is my favorite gun in the game. My buddies love the AK-74U and the M16. I've had a lot of buddies talk about the MP5 and the Milano. I just personally like my KRIG and my AK-47 class setup here I got here. I hope it's going to be just as viable as it was in the beta during the actual launch. So I'm going to probably make one of these classes when the game actually drops, but we'll see then. But yeah, let's go ahead and get talking about the game here, right? This map is Crossroads here, and it is basically a ground war map, and this is basically Cold War's version of ground war, and the game mode is called Assault, and Assault plays very, very similar to the game mode War from World War II, and it also plays kind of similar to Hardpoint in a sense. And what I mean by that, it's basically Hardpoint on a larger scale with kind of like a similarity to War. And so the way it works is there are 4 flags. You start off with 2 positive ones, and your enemy start off with their own 2 positive, and you're basically at a neutral flag, which we just captured the first neutral flag. And if we capture the neutral flag, the next flag is going to be the enemy's flag. And our job is to capture their flag. And if we capture that flag, we can push into the next flag. And if we capture that flag, we win the game. However, there is a catch. If they capture their own flag, it'll go back to the neutral flag. And if they capture that flag, it will go back to our flag. So it's basically like a giant game of tug of war. And the hard point moves in a sense as well. Thus meaning people aren't just going to sit back in the game and camp the entire time, thus adding a little bit of movement to this type of ground war playstyle. Compared to the regular ground war that we had in MW, where it would just be a domination game in a sense, and people would just sit up on the mountains and snipe and stuff like that. It's not too heavy in here. It is still very dominant, obviously, but it's not as bad as it was in MW when it came to like people just camping it out, because this requires people to actually move. My biggest takeaway from this is I hate the tanks. I do hope they nerf them, meaning that they remove the tanks completely, or they make the tanks. They turn them into like, both teams only have 1 tank spawned at one time, and there's a 1-minute cooldown between the tanks spawning in, and they decrease the health just a little bit. And so that would make the tanks a little bit, less overpowered, because I have a whole video on me basically helping my team catch a win. I was the best player on my team, and all I used was a tank. And I'm uploading a video on explaining why the tank is completely bad. But yeah, I was just shredding kids with the KRIG here, and man, it was great. I even threw on the air patrol. This was, I think, the second day into the beta. I wanted to try out air patrol. I thought it'd be nice because of the constant UAV and counter UAV spam. That kind of got annoying really, really fast in this game. However, air patrol doesn't feel like it's that useful. I'd probably just rather use a SAM turret instead of air patrol. There's plenty of ways to take out streaks in this game, which I kind of like, but it's also a downside to being a person that likes to run streaks. Because you run a tac chopper or chopper gunner, that shit's going to get shot down really, really fast. And it's not, the most satisfying to have your streak shot down that fast. Especially when you work so hard to get it. Air Patrol takes it out very quickly. But what I think Air Patrol needs is a proper buff in a sense. Meaning that it goes not only for 1 strafe, but maybe a couple strafes. It stays in the air and it locks down streaks for a good 30 seconds. Preventing enemies from spamming anything for a little bit. So it kind of helps you guys out. Kind of gives you a buffer zone without being completely, ruined. And, I mean, this is from my war machine. It took almost 3 shots from my war machine. That tank was already damaged, but it would have taken 4 shots from the war machine to blow up the tank. So I definitely think the tanks need a nerf for sure. But yeah, man, I'm very much vibing out with the KRIG and the AK in here, man. I love the red dot. I love the way they have the attachment set up on this gun, or at least the game itself. I love the stim shot in here, and the stim shot isn't super broken either, which I'm I was kind of shocked. I thought it would be super, super broken, but it kind of plays like MW stim shot, but it's reusable, right? So it's still neat, but it's not okay, wow, it's gonna break the game because I'm using a stim shot. Like, it's very rare when the stim shot actually ever, makes it a huge difference in a gunfight. It helps, but it's not like a make or break type of situation. I just personally like to run stim over flashbangs. I feel like flashbangs and flak jacket are a must-have in this game as well. For someone, if you're decent, scavenger is going to be needed. I hope to God they have ammo boxes as a field upgrade. I mean, from what I've been running in the beta, I've been running a lot of trophy system, and I've been running a lot of SAM turrets. And I feel like that's probably the most useful thing. There's also a field mic. Field mics are cool. But I've been enjoying the trophy system mainly due to the fact that I'm playing, like, Assault, and if I'm going on to the OBJ, people are spamming all the nades or grenades, and I probably get, like, a good 100 points easily off my trophy system. So, like, I do feel like the trophy system is pretty useful. It needs to be fixed a little bit, though, because half the time it doesn't actually destroy the grenades and stuff like that, from what I've noticed. So it definitely needs to be a little bit touched up on. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, I'm just kind of stupid here. I don't know how to throw my grenades. I destroy my... We don't talk about it, okay? But yeah, it's overall, it's been pretty fun. We managed to drop the chopper gunner. We don't talk about my accuracy with it, but I do think the stability on the chopper gunner's gun needs to be a little adjusted. Either that or I just suck. I think I just suck, in all honesty. But my point being, it's still pretty nice. And I'm trying to take out that tank that entire time, but your boy just completely cannot take out a tank. And my point being, again, here, that tanks need a small touch-up, meaning that they could be nerfed a little bit in health, and they could be, nerfed to only one tank per team. That way it's not too much tanks, because I don't want to have a bad skilled player coming at me. Oh, like, wow, I got the kill on Bafiki, and it's like, well, homie, you were in a tank. I was shooting at you with a gun. There's not much I can do about that. But I do hope you guys have been enjoying the video here. If you guys could be very kind to leave a like or a subscription on the channel, that would be very greatly appreciated. I stream Friday, Saturday, Sunday at 5 p.m. Central Time on Twitch. Feel free to check the links in the description below. Feel free to join our Discord. If you want to leave a rude or mean comment in the comment section below, feel free to do that. But that's entirely up to you. Just like the video as well if that's what you want to do. I mean, any kind of interaction is appreciated. However, I'm going to ask you one thing. Just, maybe comment something that you want to see me do in the future, right? Maybe drop certain streaks or want to see me do something else. I'd love to see you guys comment that as well. But yeah, besides that, guys, have a blessed one. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it.